Good morning, guys. It is day 21. Hay fever is in a battle with me today, so we'll see how I get on just with talking, let alone training. We're going to go down today for a push session with Louis. We're going to set up in the woods. We hope you enjoyed today's video, and let's get into it. So we are back from the woods now. We've done our push day and we've really enjoyed that. But one thing I wanted to touch on today was about injury rehab and the sort of processes and the way to approach returning from a long-term injury. Now, I was sort of planning on putting this into one of the vlogs and touching on this in a vlog for a while now, and it was actually watching a football game yesterday where Arsenal goalkeeper Bert Leno landed awkwardly, and for anyone who's an Arsenal fan or interested in football, they may know what I'm talking about. And it looked to be a long-term injury, and it looked to be potentially a cruciate ligament injury, which is knee injury affecting the anterior cruciate ligament of the knee. Now, this is particularly relevant to me as this was the injury I sustained in 2016. And I've had several other related and unrelated knee injuries over the last couple of years. So I've got a little bit of experience when it comes to sustaining and going through the recovery process of long-term injuries. So saying that, here are my tips to recover both physically and mentally from a long-term injury. So tip 1 is acceptance, and this sounds a little bit like a grief counselor or something like that, but what I mean by this is to appreciate that your immediate plans for your activity level may have to change, and your immediate opportunities within sport, especially within team sports and high intensity sports, will be limited. And the sooner you recognize this and look at what you can do rather than what you wish you could do, that will help your whole mindset and will help you with the coming months. Tip 2, make sure that you're working closely with a physio or a GP that's giving you regular advice and updates on the physiotherapy you should be doing. This is vital as they will know best what is appropriate for your specific case. Your injury may be something that needs a lot of rest. It may be something that needs mobility work. It may be something that needs regular 2-3 times a day physio. And whatever it is, your physio or your GP will know what's best for you, and they will be giving you that advice. So make sure you listen to what they're telling you, even if it's not necessarily what you want to hear. Make sure you're taking their advice, ask lots of questions, and do as much as you can based on their advice. Tip 3 is to stay involved with the team sports or group activities you were involved in before your injury, whether that be going to support them in a game or in a competition, whether that be going to the clubhouse of the football matches or going to support them at a big cup final, whatever it is, whether it's football, whether it's rugby, whether it's any sort of team sport. Stay involved with the team, let them know that you're still there, and as soon as you get back from your injury, you will be back with them. And that is a good way to stay having that feeling of being involved and being part of that team sport, even when you can't physically be involved in the games. Tip 4 is to focus on your routine, both through your nutrition, your sleep plan, all of these things that make up part of your day-to-day. This can be things like making sure that you're getting enough sleep, making sure that you are eating appropriately, and generally giving your body the best chance of recovery that you can. Tip 5, stay positive and mix with communities of people that have been through the same things as you. Now for me personally, there were several ACL recovery groups online on Facebook, on Instagram, a few pages, a few groups that had everyone going through the same process, and this was people that you could ask questions to, they could share their experiences with you, they'd be very supportive. And these people and the people within these groups proved to be a massive help for me when I was going through my first long-term injury with my ACL surgery, and also with follow-up advice after the surgery when I had little questions and little things I wasn't sure about. These people can be there to help you out and make you feel a little bit better about what you're going through, and also make you feel like you're not going through it alone. And finally, tip 6 would be just work hard. It sucks to have long-term injuries, whether they're ankle ligament injuries, Achilles tendon injuries, knee ligament injuries, back injury, all of these long-term issues that come up in sport. They're never going to be fun, but just be positive and focus on the overall journey back. So you will be given a time frame for your surgery, for your rehab, for the time that they think you can get back to your sport. You may get back before that, but it all comes down to hard work and staying positive, appreciating that you're on a journey, and try and use it for something positive in your life. For me personally, the first time I had a significant injury, I took inspiration from the physios that were working with me, and that's what made me want to get into this industry now, to help other people work on their fitness, work on their nutrition, and recover from injuries. So try and turn any experience like that into as much of a positive as it can be, and yeah, just work hard. So yeah, sorry I could only touch on this. As we say in these vlog series, we can only really touch around topics, but I will be doing more on these kind of issues of injury rehab and recovery over the next few months on this channel. I hope you found this interesting, and I hope there's something there for you if you've been through any injuries like this yourself. So thanks for joining us today. Like the video, subscribe, and we will see you for episode 22 tomorrow!